After bringing the series to 2-0, a defeat so one-sided that the entire stream crashed, we're back to the After Hours Gaming League. Game number 3 of the B-League Finals between Adobe, representing Child's Play, and Facebook, representing Room to Read. Will Facebook close it out with a solid 3-0? It's all up to this man. From Team Adobe, it's Wet Spot. In the top left corner, from Team Facebook, a name I recognize all too well, it's Ponerizer. A lot of, I guess I'd say, momentum behind Ponerizer to dry up Wet Spot's chances of preventing the 3-0. Ponerizer would love to completely overrun Wet Spot, really dampening his mood. Looks like Ponerizer is electing to go for a little bit of an unorthodox placement there, but one that will eventually yield a wall off if you use enough buildings. Pylons are much like the duct tape of wall off. If you're not yet fixed with it, you just need way too much more. Looks like a gateway is going to come down. It could potentially be like a forge, but it's not. So if you're a Cannon Rush enthusiast, please go tune in to some Galsy. Rather swift pool from Wet Spot. It's going to be on 14. Wow, so swift. So swift that we would describe it as the most standard timing to build a spawning pool ever. Oh my god, Wet Spot, Wet Spot. Oh my god, oh my god, are you going to be the Wet Spot on my heart? Are you going to go hatch at your opponent's expansion? Oh! Oh, Wet Spot. Down it plops a hatch at the base, and Ponerizer's probably going to do something where he, like, builds a zealot and then cancels it, and is like, I'll use my mothership core for defense. But Wet Spot, with his standard pool timing and his unstandard follow-up. Oh my god. I mean, this is pro-gamer material right here. I mean, maybe in a few months' time, we'll see the rise of Liquid Wet Spot. Looks like Ponerizer is doing his damnedest. Oh no! He's blocking it with a... Oh no! Oh. Oh my god, I feel like one of the precogs in Minority Report. Can you see? Ponerizer, can you see? Oh no! Can't... Ponerizer is scouted in, he's noticing a surprising absence of things. Oh, can you see? Oh my god. Much like someone who has too many baguettes, Wet Spot is committed to cheese at this point. Ponerizer will have a pylon delay in expansion. Wet Spot taking himself a third base, as he's already found where he wants to put his second. Wet Spot building a drone because economy is important in this game. Wet Spot distracting, microing, and becoming a building at an opportune time. I'm really not so sure how this is going to work out for him, but keep in mind, even once Wet Spot's Expo dies, this is going to be a very long time before this creep proceeds. It's over a minute of time, actually. One queen bites the dust. Well, Wet Spot finished that extractor. It's time to get some gas. Oh, he's going to build into a spore crawler. Wow. Bill Riley can't explain that. Looks like all guns on deck are pointed straight at the spore crawler, which amazingly is getting canceled and rebuilt. This is amazing. We're seeing all sorts of stuff happen. Ponerizer is panicked. He's confused. He doesn't know what to do's. And the drone... Oh my god, if that drone goes into the main base... Wait a minute, this is a creep tumor. Oh my god, there's going to be no chance of expanding until he gets observers. What's a Ponerizer to do? Don't hate the 4-gate. Just please appreciate. We're starting to see Wet Spot. He's already I'm thinking Wet Spot might be the champion of the B-League already. Now, if you want to tune into the GSL and you want to watch Protoss player early expand with no units versus a Zerg player that takes 3 bases, go right ahead, be my guest. But if you want to see things you've never seen or appreciated before, welcome to the After Hours Gaming League. We're seeing a probe be like, dude, I guess, I don't know, I think we're supposed to rush or something, or maybe attack. Let's make sure first that he can't mine gas. Ponerizer denying the long-range gas mining of Wet Spot. He's trying to contain the influence of the Wet Spot. You know, like you do. It looks like we're seeing a flood of lings. Speed is now done. Oh my god. The Great Red Terror, Adobe's Wet Spot. Creeping everywhere. Literally. Oh my god, counterattacking with some leftover larvae. A stalker gets surrounded. Wet Spot picks off sentries. He's picking off zealots. More stalkers to the sacrifice. Ponerizer is more like fall aparterizer. A recall back home and some very red-cheeked blue stalkers are now going to have to fight off the very fiercely red-coated, well, the Wet Spotlings. Ponerizer is going to come out and assault buildings outside the front of his base for the 2nd time this game. He gets surrounded by the invading Zerglings. Some more drones to become buildings at the front could be very beneficial to Wet Spot right now, but let's be honest, he's got this game in lockdown. The ever-so-terrifying transition to Mutalisks. No way! Ponerizer is doing the long-range expo! Ponerizer! Wet Spot! Wet Spot. Wet Spot has really just... He's bringing down the wet hammer. Compelling his enemy to expand in the same way he does. Ponerizer just wants to fit in. He just wants to be friends. Oh my gosh, the brutality of Wet Spot. Unreal. Looks like, is he going to expand here? What is this drone doing? Get home, drone. Spire's nearly complete. Worker count 40 to 29. It's unclear how to describe this game. But right now, Facebook's Ponerizer is doing his best, is trying his hardest. Wet Spot, I feel like, is going in the wrong direction. And yet there he is. A pair of Mutalisks coming up. And sometimes in StarCraft 2, a pair can beat 3 of a kind. Ponerizer's expansion is done. He's transferring probes. The probes are kind of like, well, I mean, if this is where you want me to go, I really think that maybe you should look at your map finding software. It seems that you've directed us to a place that's farther away than we really should be, but I'll trust you. Ponerizer has a Scout Zealot turn into an absolute crisis for Wet Spot, who's really surprised that it's there in the first place. Will it get a kill? Will it blend? Down she blows. Ponerizer wants it so badly. He wants so desperately to take out the natural of Wet Spot. But no. Oh no, the main's undefended. An attempted counterattack is going to be forced to retreat. Oh my god, there's a glitch in the Matrix. We're starting to see pink show up for no reason. This queen's going down, baby. And the force field, it whiffs! Oh no! Oh my god, that is as airtight as a cloud. Wet Spot marks his territory yet again. Wet Spot showing up in the most unlikely of places and refusing to go away. Ponerizer gets more gateways. He needs the mobile warp-in potential. He has some stalkers. He has some zealots. Does he have the mothership core? Not anymore. Zealots need to fight the lings. Stalkers need to shoot down the mutas. The Phoenix needs to... He needs, I guess some caffeine. He's found himself his wings again. He's trying to kite. He's running backwards. And it looks like Ponerizer is going to be running back home. The quick, natural expansion at the front of Ponerizer's base into mass air seems to be doing just the trick. They're going to long-range kind of mine. Nope, they're going to go back to where they once were. You see the Phoenixes kiting, poking, adjusting, rearranging. Shooting, killing, dismembering, relocating. Getting into a good spot, getting taken out, getting taken down. Stalkers shoot away at mutas. Oh god, look at all that red. My god, the red units swarm Ponerizer, who is now red cheeked. He is in the red. He's basically dead. But with much of vim and vigor, known to be the Protoss Ponerizer, he builds a sentry to buy himself time. And suffers from the same airtight problem as before. Much like a lidless Tupperware, Ponerizer's base is starting to go... I guess it's going bad. Hang in there, Ponerizer. Refusing to deny his team a potential 3-0. He's building a pair of cannons that will they get up in time? He gets 1, 2. I'm gonna kill this Spire then leave. Oh. Oh, will he get it? Oh, that's right. Suck a fat one, Adobe. And somehow we're deeply, deeply surprised at the fact that these players in the For Fun League in the B-League Finals are having fun. A mystery, a shock. That does mean that Adobe has prevented the 3-0 shutout. It is a 2-1 series. Going into Game 4, will Adobe be able to tie things up? Or will Facebook win 3-1?